Let's go, baby.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the clock.
Oh, good for you.
Baba Booey.
Oh, yes. It is a special presentation because it's just me. And when it's just me here for We Got a Case, it's always special. Am I right? I know I'm right. Good to see everybody. Another day of TPOs have been going on. And with our good friend Judge Davis over here, who I think did a great job yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and say that. If you missed yesterday's case, we had two warring attorneys and a very big a-hole of a defendant that was there. We had a good time. Really good stuff. So if you missed that yesterday, I highly, and I mean highly recommend you go back and check it out. I will be flying solo all day today, so I would appreciate a little bit of leeway on the comments. I will be trying to do my best to watch the video along with you guys so we can comment on it together. And to do so, your boy needs to watch. Your boy needs to listen. So give me a break on that. Just asking with peace and love that you do that. Just with a little peace and love. Just a little bit.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
And before we get kicking off, look at Angela just coming in, doing the Lord's work. You got to love that. I mean, don't you? Many thanks, Angela. All right, so we're going to get into this TPO today. No lawyers today, kids. No, none whatsoever. Husband and wife. The wife has accused the husband of doing bad things. So she's going to talk about some of that. It's kind of slow going a little bit, but these two make up for that. Just say that. We'll probably be stopping a few times to talk about some of the things that are being said. And yes, we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't done so already. I would really appreciate that. If you would do us a favor, we have a channel that's just for court cases called We Got a Case. If you would take a second out of your busy day and slap that. Oh no, permanently ban Flusha. I'm so sorry to hear that. Permanently ban Flusha. But I do like the extra gravy. So let's go ahead and jump into this. This young lady and young man taking one another to court.
And so y'all are legally married right now.
Yes, as of February 21st, 2018.
Okay. Since February of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Have any divorce, has anyone filed for divorce this time? Are there any family court cases pending?
No, not currently.
All right. All right.
That's good. It means nobody's had the law
And
called on them.
how long have you lived together, and are you still living together?
Well, we've been living together in our marital home for the last 2 years, since May of 2021. But prior to, we was living at his mother's home.
All right. And is that the home you're in now?
The marital home?
Yes.
Yes, I'm currently still in the apartment. Mm-hmm.
And it's an apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the lease in both of your names?
Yes, ma'am.
Anne, how are you?
And how is rent generally paid?
Cash money.
Through myself from employment.
Okay.
Or my family.
Okay.
They help me assist.
What about utilities?
Utilities are in his name, however, I pay them.
Okay. Okay. So what prompted you why did you file a petition in the first place? And why do you feel, what has happened to prompt you to file this petition, and why are you asking the court for this order?
Well, I filed the petition because a second incident in which the police was called
Oh, police were called.
in February. Well, February. Let me pull up the date. February 11th. February 11th, the police was called, and after a heated discussion, and
Heated
because of
discussion.
the state of Mr. Champion, I told the police officer for DeKalb County that I would leave, being that I have transportation to get back and forth.
Vicky.
So I separated myself by going to my mom's house, and during that time, I called the Women Resource Center and asked them, how do I go about? Well, I was asking
Thank you,
about
Cole.
divorce, but we was talking about well, they explained to me about the TPO.
Okay,
A
let me ask you
temporary.
this, that what happened? You said you left the house,
Yes, because it
because
was
you
a
had
heated-
transportation, but who called the police and why?
Mr. Champion,
Okay,
because we had a heated discussion, and
She's using the term heated discussion. I don't know about in your household, but we call those arguments. And can we notice that Mr. Champion has one of the nicest Superman emblem necklaces I've seen, and I don't know when. I don't know when.
and he was inebriated. And
Thank you.
when they came to my door, that's when I voluntarily left because I have the car. Well, I have a car, and being that he's not able to go anywhere, he remained here. Me and my dog, we went to my mom's house.
okay,
And this isn't the first time where I had to like remove myself. The very first time he called the police, it was because he was inebriated and he was trying to we received assistance through food stamps,
Uh-oh.
and the incident occurred when I was on my way to work. And instead of him getting out of the car, he was becoming irate. He was in a drunken state, and he called the police at that time. That was the first time that he has called. And my uncle was here at the time, and I went on to work. He told me to go to work, and if
I'll
the
look into it,
police
Flusha.
needed me, that they had. I told them that I was available to come in and talk if I need to. And since there was no valid reason for them to, I guess, contact me, or the situation where I was at work but never got a phone call to say, hey, I need to come in or do anything or do, because my name was on the food stamp card. So
I'm with you on that, Jedi.
Mr. Champion, he has a habit of drinking a lot. And this has been an ongoing issue for as long as we've been together. And yeah, he's saying, well, you married me knowing I had this issue. But my thing is, at some point, we have to accept accountability and
There you go.
seek help and things of that sort. There's been numerous times when I asked Mr. Champion to get some type of help. He has seizures that are brought on from alcoholism, and he doesn't
Ooh.
want to admit that.
so let me pause you for just a moment to focus.
Wow.
Obviously, alcoholism on its own is not a basis for family violence.
Right.
while it might
I-
be a collateral issue. But can you describe to me if and how he has ever gotten physically aggressive or violent with you or threatened you?
You're a drunken lunch.
I mean, okay, well, it's been time where he would be in his liberated moments and he would put his hands on me. It's been
Did she say inebriated? There's times he'll be in his inebriated moments. I think he's inebriated right now. We see him smoking already. He's very relaxed. I don't know if he's asleep or not. His eyes are closed. I'm surprised Judge Davis hasn't said something.
one time he broke my phone. That was an incident. His mom had to pay for me a new phone. He broke a pair of my glasses. I had to get some
What?
new glasses.
Not cool.
So I'm going to walk you through it briefly. When he broke your phone, how did that happen?
I was in the house. We was living at his mother's house at the time.
Thank
He
you,
was
Mike.
outside with his friends. His mom was in the living room. I mean, not living room, in the kitchen. And he got upset with me. I don't know if it was because I was not going to do anything. Like, he has a habit of also taking my money. And I think we was arguing over money about him trying to get something to drink. And I told him no. And we got into it. And he grabbed my phone and broke it outside.
We're in Georgia.
And his mom bought me another phone a few weeks later because he broke my phone in because he doesn't want doesn't have stable employment.
Oh,
He
called him
she
out.
bought me a new phone because he broke it.
How did your glasses get broken that you were referring to?
He grabbed I was on my way from work. It was late at night because I used to work second shift. And we got into
I
an
can't look at it
argument,
right now, Flusha.
and I had braids in my hair at the time. He grabbed my braids and we got into it in the bedroom, and he grabbed my glasses. That was that's the first thing right here, like this. And he pulled them off and stepped on them. I had
Oh,
to
that
get a new
son of
pair
a
of glasses.
gun.
Around when
Immediately.
was that? Around?
Fred Franklin, thank you for those memberships. By the way, if you would like a free membership, if you're thinking about joining the channel and you'd like to just try it out a little bit, like when you get a shirt, you try it on, you wear it somewhere, and then you take it back to the store and tell them it didn't fit. Now's your chance to do so. Make sure gifts are turned on so you can receive one of those free memberships from great people like Fred Franklin. Thank you, Fred.
It was after we got married. So no, I'm sorry. That was that's why we was engaged. So I want to say like around June or May of 2017.
Okay. You also mentioned in addition to those that he put his hands on you. Can you explain kind of
sleepy.
how and when that would happen?
What he would grab me, like when he get let me see another time. We got into an argument. We was at was we married? I'm trying to think. No, we were still engaged. We were living together. But
She's getting this timetable together, at least it seems like. She's all over the place, but we're getting
it was
somewhere.
an incident where I know we was in the bed and his phone went off, and it was one of his exes, and we got into it about that. He
Ooh,
dragged
the
me
exes.
out of the house. It was late at night. I remember that. We got into a fight and he pulled me out, kicked me out the house. And I remember because I ended up going to Emory. And at that time they asked me whether I wanted to press charges, but I had severance, I ain't gonna say a small concussion, but I had a throbbing headache and I had a little thing of blood in, like when I would touch
Ooh,
my head, it was like a little blood on my fingers. And so
So
they
you
just
went
gave me
to
some.
Emory, are you talking about Emory Hospital?
Yes, ma'am. That was around 2017 as well.
All right.
They wanted me to press charges then,
good to
and
see
at
you,
that
Amber.
time, by that time, um, me and Mr. Champion, I would say that
Mm.
I know when we got married, and we talked, but then the promises of I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm gonna get myself together, all that was always being thrown, and I'm gonna get get myself together, blah blah blah, and all that. So we finally got married, but
He's super
I want to
chill.
say 6 months after marriage, me and him got into it after I got it out of the hospital. I had a issue with my heart and my asthma, and we got it, and I got sick, and I ended up going into the hospital. I then was after I got out the hospital, instead of returning back to his mom's home, I went to my mama's house and stayed with them for
Digger,
a few months.
good to see you.
And that was like the trial period where we was deciding whether we was gonna, continue trying to work on a marriage or whether we were going to
He just
just
looks that way
my
all the
mom,
time.
well, like end it, or we was in that space. So eventually we decided to get back together and work on our marriage, but it was at the expense of we go to therapy, go to counseling and things of that sort. And I've always asked Mr. Champion to go to therapy, whether it's marriage counseling or him going to therapy, counseling for his alcoholism. It's been, throughout the whole 5 years of being married, that was the only thing I was trying to get him to go to, like drug rehab,
I'm so
go to
somebody help
therapy,
Pablo.
um, try to sustain work because he has a child as well. And, I'm helping him with that along with, we finally
Good to see you,
I
Gina.
felt like we need to leave his mom's house because I felt like as long as he was at his mom's house, he was gonna be complacent and not.
Again, why do these people always move in with relatives? Do not move in with relatives. I'm telling you, it's a recipe for disaster no matter what. And it does seem like Mr. Champion has some sort of alcohol issues. He may be allegedly using things he's not supposed to, but he is very chill. I wonder when he starts talking, if he's going to sound really chill. I'm wondering.
Not trying to better himself and better our marriage.
I
So
understand. So
we
you
moved.
tried to work things out, is what you're telling me?
Right.
Okay.
I try this as much as I can, as long as I can. And I have a heart condition, congestive heart failure.
Oh, God.
And back in 2021, October, I got an ICD implanted in me. And so, I'm trying not to be as stressful. And so it's like at some point, like, okay, my health is becoming a little bit more where I'm not able to work as much as I want to, as long as I want to. So, but I'm doing it, I'm maintaining it. And now I've been inverted to set income. And it's like, okay, like, when are you going to help? I need help. I need help. I need help and everything. Like, I, you know, I felt like I don't have at this point a partner, a spouse who's honoring their vows by being there for better for worse. Because it's like I'm at my worst or we're at our worst, but you're not showing up. So
Okay,
it's
so let me focus a little bit. Some of that stuff is more for, let's say, a family court divorce proceeding. What I want to focus on is some of the allegations you made in your petition, or that you allege that when he drinks, he becomes loud and abusive, and
oh yes.
and you would need to protect yourself by locking yourself in your room or leaving. So
Yes.
give me an example of when and why you would lock yourself in your room.
Okay, an example would be, okay, he has a habit when he drinks, he wakes up in the middle of, I ain't gonna say middle of the night, but early in the morning. And he likes to make noise. Now, we live in a complex, but he likes to go in and out the door. If he's upset about something that's from the night before and he has an issue, he would turn on the lights. And I would stay in my bedroom. And
So let me get this straight. Her complaint with him too is that he likes to get up early in the morning and move about the house and turn on lights.
Y'all have separate bedrooms?
Hmm?
Do y'all have separate bedrooms?
We do have a 2-bedroom, but my other bedroom is being used by my uncle.
Okay, all right. So
So
go ahead.
we have 1 bedroom
Of course
together.
it is.
But we do, I at this time I will have him go on the couch and I will lock the door. And
Kicked him out for getting
when
up out of the
like I
bed.
said, if I can't do that, then I would just get in my car and leave. And that's when he would call me and text me and call me and text me and call me, and just being drunk and be in them states of I'd be like, okay, Dad, leave me alone. I'll say things like that. Or, I will leave, try to get him some time to either cool off, or he would drink himself to go to sleep. And when he go to sleep, then it's like, okay, the house is peaceful.
So tell me when he's calling and texting, what sorts of things is he saying?
Oh, that's when he's been a little belligerent, or by this time he'll call me all types of, he'll talk about my weight, or he get like mentally abusive, or verbally, not mentally, verbally abusive. He would get disrespectful about my mom, and talking, things that would hurt me, he would take a dig at.
When
And
you said he's left you threatening voicemails to look for you, you allege that in your petition. Can you tell me about any of those?
oh yes, I have a couple of voicemails that he called me
Oh yeah.
From, actually, let me see, I still have them on my phone.
Well, you can just summarize them for me if they haven't been submitted.
Yes, they have. I submitted them a couple of days ago, but yes,
I need to see these text messages.
talking about, he will call and just,
I don't think she knows what she
"Where are
wants
you?"
exactly.
Or, man, pick up the phone. He'll say stuff like that. Or half the time he be in his drunk state of mind that I'm like, whatever. Like, I can't hardly hear him, but he's, he's
I'm not trying to shame anybody, but she's got like a goatee thing going on right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like right here. I didn't notice that. Good for her.
slurring his words.
It's coming in
and
nicely.
stuff like that. And it's, like, That's pretty much it.
So
It's
when
Thank
he
you,
gets
Deborah.
aggressive and you said they were threatening, and you protect yourself by locking yourself in the room, are you afraid for your safety at those points?
Yes, at that point, yes, because of the fact that he's being aggressive. Um, like I said, he know I have a weak heart. So, and I mean, I don't want to put as much stress as I'm already in, but I get into like that defense mode or that, it's like, I wouldn't say helpless, but more so like I get distressed. I'm
I
under
don't know where he's
distress at that
gone.
point.
He's
And
gone.
instead
There
of
he is.
arguing with him and everything, and um like I put my guard, when I put my guard down, that's when he wants to heighten up the situation and may, that either he will become physically aggressive or, like I got a hole in my wall right now with that he may not remember, but it was a house full of people, kids and my uncle here when he put a hole in the wall.
How did that happen?
He was drunk and we got into it um
It
about
was
money,
heated.
about the fact that he was out of liquor and I didn't want to take him to the store. He always wanted me to run him to the store. And he was arguing about it. And you know, instead of putting his hands on me, he got hit the wall.
That hole is still in your wall?
Yes. It's it's like going towards the bedroom.
Okay. And then when you mentioned in the summer of 2022, there was an incident that you alleged that he pushed you.
I don't think so.
Yes, that was the day that he called the police on me. Yes, because he was trying to look for the food stamp card. He was going through my wallet. He was getting mad, and I at this time I'm sleeping on the couch. Like I stopped sleeping in the bed, and I'm sleeping on the couch, and I'm trying to get ready for work, and he's mad because I wouldn't give him the food stamp card and things of that sort. So he pushed me down, and while he's pushing me down, I grabbed his shirt, and by this time my uncle got up and diffused the situation, and I got myself ready for work and left.
Niagara.
He then followed me to the car, and I'm in the car. He gets in the car, and I'm telling him to get out the car because he was gonna make me late. And then he calls the police. At this time, after he did that, he was drunk then
Good to see you, one on.
because he got out the car. I called my uncle and told him what happened, and I didn't move immediately because of the fact that they said they was on their way. So I was sitting there waiting for the police to come. When my uncle came downstairs and was telling me, well, I told him I was trying to go to work. I'm trying to go to work, and he just told me to go on to work. He's still at the house. If they needed me, I told him if they needed me, contact me, and I
This
was,
lady.
go from there. Well, it wasn't nothing well, he could probably tell you himself, but eventually the officer was letting him know that you can't just take the food stamp card because of the fact that her name is on the card. So you can't get mad because she has it.
The great
And
food stamp card
it wasn't no
controversy.
real evidence of
Yeah.
me stealing or anything. So, or taking whatever he's claiming, because
Am I the only one that feels like he has? I mean, I don't know if he's done all these things, but in the scale of some of the things we've heard during these court cases, it's really not that bad. I mean,
Gary!
I haven't heard about hitting, punching. Seems like maybe some grabbing onto during these inebriated situations. I don't know. Maybe he can shed some more light on it. And the police, nobody, they call the police all the time, and nobody's getting arrested. Nobody.
It's a marital issue. That's all they would say. It was a domestic issue, and that my name's on the card. So it wasn't nothing else to be done.
All right. Do you feel like you need this order of protection going
Nah.
forward?
Yes, because like I said, I am in the process of trying to file for a divorce.
I guess so.
I understand he has some things here. If he wants to come and get his things, it's okay. But I would need a police escort. I need time to get the remaining things in a box.
Honey.
I don't know what he wants to do with the bedroom set, but if he wants it, it's his. He can have it because it was brought from his home, his mother's home, to our apartment. And
Hey, good to see you.
as far as like the bills and things, they're still in his name. The apartment, I'm still here. The lease doesn't expire until July 31st. So it was like I just needed some time to I've been paying them and getting help from my family with helping me with payment on the bills and things. So it's like I'm just want as long if with the lease being doesn't expire until the 31st. If everything can stay the same until I can find somewhere to
I see what
live
you did.
on, and then I can transfer or, get everything in my name and remove his name off of everything. But it's not really no reason for him other than to come get his things to come back. It's not like he's not helping me. So, and I'm on a fixed income at this point. So I need to find something that I can afford.
Okay, she's on a fixed income.
All right.
I guess she's like
Okay.
retired.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, sir, are you there? You just need to unmute.
All right. This is Mr. Champion. Let's hear it.
Hello?
All right. Do you have any specific questions about what she's talked about that you would like me to ask her, or would you just like to tell me everything you would like me to know?
Okay. She said I drink. Yes, I do drink.
He's blasted. He's completely drunk right now, right? Just right off the bat with his, he doesn't answer the judge. He just says, okay. She says I like to drink.
Who this?
But about all that locking herself in the room, she never had to do that. She never had to do that. I'm not no violent person. But she did not tell you. She's the violent one. Need to ask her how many times she done slapped me. She pushed me down, broke my shin. I got a rod in my leg and 4 screws. But she didn't mention it.
She broke his leg? All right. All right. So now he's alleging that she's beat up on him. I don't know what I believe yet. And
about all that being violent stuff, I'm not, like I said, I'm not no violent person. Even when our food stamps come together on the same card. So I want to go get me something from the store.
She's being quiet today, Sean. Actually, I can't believe it.
I ain't did nothing violent to her. And all this, I'm not threatened. I'm gonna come look for her. How would I come look for you? And I don't even have a car. I have seizures. I'm scared. I'm scared to get behind the wheel.
He's killing it with the dramatic pauses, isn't he? Like I keep thinking maybe he's done, but he's hitting us with those dramatic pauses, really drawing us in. Or either he's just so drunk it takes him a while to get his brain to get to the next sentence.
And then she got my W-2s.
Got my man's W-2.
When she left to go to her mom's house, I was trying to call her so I can get my W-2, but I can't even get them because you got me blocked. But like I say, Your Honor, if she want to go her way, she can go her way. I'll be my way. But one thing about it, I love her, and I'm always gonna love her. But
Oh,
she always gonna be in my heart. We've been knowing each other since elementary school.
this is a love story for the ages. These two have been connected since elementary school. And here we are, we're seeing it falling apart right in front of us. Dramatic pauses and all.
Went through elementary, middle, and high.
Speaking of high, he just got him a drink, y'all. Got him a snort.
Right. Anything else you would like me to know, sir?
And I think one thing why she mad is because her mama said something on the phone that day. And I said, see, misery love company.
Okay.
That's when she grabbed the puppy and she left. But earlier that day, we went to brunch. Everything was all good.
He went to brunch.
Everything was good.
He's a brunch kind of guy.
But when I said that, she left.
Oh.
And then when I did call the police that night, not that same night, but a couple nights before, she wanted to argue. I ain't want to argue. I'm in my socks, my pajamas, and a t-shirt. And I step outside on the porch. I'm smoking a cigarette. She locks me outside. She's sitting right there by the door and wouldn't even open the door. So that's why I called the police.
Okay. Now we've gotten somewhere. She said there was a heated argument. But apparently the argument, she's leaving out a lot of stuff. The heated argument was because she has locked the man out of the house in his socks, his pajamas, his t-shirt. I mean, he might be drunk, but I kind of believe a little bit of what he's saying, just a little bit. Just a little bit. It seems like the bad relationship is on both sides of this one. I don't know though. It might, yeah, maybe love is going to win out over here in a second. Maybe all of a sudden the EBT card will have both their names on it.
So I can get in the house. And when I got in the house, I went to the room. I did not bother her or nothing.
Okay. Dramatic pause or
Anything
stop?
else you would like me to know, sir?
Man, it's like she said, when we be in the bed,
Whoa,
I can
easy.
get up to use the bathroom, and she be like, oh, like huffing and puffing, like she mad because I'm moving around. And like she said, I turn on lights and stuff. Of course, I got to see. Yeah, I turn the bathroom light on. You get an attitude just because I get up out the bed.
How dare this man get out of bed? How dare he get up and turn on the light? Again, I can't believe he hits the brunch. I mean, I can see her huffing and puffing with him, trying to get out of bed, waking her up. He get mad. Wu-Tang forever.
And I be like, man, you tripping.
Tripping.
And then there goes the argument.
Heated.
But she didn't tell you about that time that I found that glove in that car.
Are we talking about the OJ case? Found the glove in the car? If the glove doesn't fit, it could be because it belongs to this guy. Gary, thank you so much for the monies. It will go into the coffer to work on getting Mr. Champion some new teeth.
Gary!
Go ahead. Tell us about the glove.
A work glove that wasn't even mine. And then she tried to FaceTime my mama that glove and said, ain't this the glove that Derek had on in your flower bed the other day? Mama said, nope. Because the day before that, when we bought them flowers from Home Depot.
She's mad because the man had a work glove in his car. Is he not supposed to be working? Is that why she was mad? At first, I was thinking maybe it was a lady's glove that she was upset about, but it seems like she's just mad because he got a work glove in the car. Great look.
I bought a whole pack of gloves.
All right. So any allegations of infidelity are not relevant to whether you have, well, they could be, but not whether you have committed acts of family violence against her or not committed acts of family violence. That's really going to have to go to any family court, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Nightlight. Nightlight would have saved this marriage.
Is there anything else about, and again, I know you made some allegations about her being violent, but this petition is one she has filed against you for acts of violence by you against her. So is there anything else you would like me to know about that?
And Your Honor, I have not put my hands on her.
Okay.
If I would have put my hands on you, why you didn't call the police on me? Why I don't have no charges?
Good point.
Okay. What about the hole in the wall? Is there a hole in the wall of your
hole in the wall? Okay, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. Did he punch the wall? But is that a act of family violence if he punches the wall? He doesn't punch her.
No, and that come from furniture.
Furniture.
And she know that. There's not even a piss hole. My piss bigger than that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just kind of. Did he just say? We're gonna rewind it and listen to it. Did he just say? It's not even a penis hole. My penis is bigger than that. I could have swore that's what he just said. I'm sorry, I gotta listen to it again.
Oh, is there a hole in the wall of your
No, and that come from furniture.
Hmm.
And she know that. There's not even a piss hole. My piss bigger than that.
It's not even a penis hole. You're saying he said fist? Ain't no way there's a
Is there a hole in the wall of your
No,
apartment?
and that come from furniture.
Hmm.
And she know that. There's not even a piss hole. My piss bigger than that.
I swear, the
All right.
last thing he said.
At this
Okay.
point,
All right. Well, all right. Well, yeah. Listen, I mean, it might have started sounding like
And
he was
she
on.
know that. Why you didn't call the police on me? Oh, why I don't have no charges?
okay.
That-
What about the hole in the wall? Is there a hole
And look
in
at
the
the
wall of
judge's
your
No.
face.
And that come from furniture.
Hmm.
And she know that.
Look at the judge's face.
There's not even a piss hole. My piss bigger than that.
All right.
Okay, we'll say it's fist. I mean, maybe he just really mispronounced fist real bad. I don't know. Penis hole. My penis is bigger than that. Yeah, okay. He's definitely not pronouncing fist. But we're going to move on. His teeth are making it very difficult to pronounce words.
At this point,
Yeah, it's too hard. Way too hard.
okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know, sir?
I love the judge's face either way.
I just want to get my stuff and be on my way.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Just give me 1 second.
Oh my God. Don't forget, we got Chase at 4:05 today. Thirsty Thursday. This guy could have been on there. There was too many letters in there. He added letters to fist. Fiendest. It's fiendest. He's got the best faces in the business. I'm going to give him that. Mavis, good to see you. I don't know. It will always live in infamy. I would turn on closed captioning,
Okay.
but it would say, huh?
So, based on the testimony and the evidence and the demeanor and credibility of witnesses determined before me, as well as the specificity with which some things were testified to, based on everything I've heard, I'm going to find that by preponderance of the evidence, there have been acts of family violence committed. It
Oh.
sounds like things have been very volatile. I find that there have been acts of family violence committed, and without this order being in place, there is a reasonable likelihood of future acts of family violence occurring. This order will be in place from now through March 8th of 2024, when it will expire. The petitioner is awarded the sole and remains to have the sole and exclusive possession of the residence at 4900
soul.
Central Drive in that apartment at Stone Mountain. Respondent, sir, you are ordered to stay away from her residence, workplace, or school, and any future residence, workplace, or school, and not have any communications with her at all, directly or indirectly via email, phones, texts, third parties. That doesn't mean that any court proceedings are allowed to go through. That's separate. That does not prohibit anyone from following through and attending any court proceedings such as divorces and handling those through the court system. Additionally, I'm going to order both parties not to damage, it'll say this in the order, sell, encumber, trade, damage, or remove from jurisdiction of this court any of the petitioner's property or any jointly held property. The dissolution of any assets that are shared are going to have to be determined in a family court via divorce if there
He
are
can
any.
come and get all of his artwork.
Both parties are ordered not to disconnect or have disconnected utilities or change health, auto, and life insurance. I'm not sure what that status is. That would have to be handled in a divorce. But for now, I will add that the petitioner is allowed to change the utilities to the apartment to her name
Don't be messing with his 401k.
at this time. And it sounds like the lease is already in your name, at least in part.
I didn't think it was anything
Additionally, sir,
there.
you're going to need to attend the Family Violence Intervention Program course, which is virtual, and the compliance officer will give you information about that course in just a moment. The first compliance date for that is April 14th of 2023.
I'm kind
and,
of surprised. I thought this wouldn't get granted.
I'm also going to order that you undergo a drug and alcohol evaluation and follow any recommended treatment.
He ain't never
at
doing
this
that.
time.
He ain't never gonna do that.
All right, and the compliance officer will give you information about that as well. While this order is in effect, you are not allowed to own any firearms under federal law. And I will add that you can arrange to collect your remaining belongings, including your W-2s and any mail, by May 1st of 2023. That will need to be arranged in advance with law enforcement via the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, and the number will be in the order. And they will escort you to make sure that happens without any issues. And obviously,
I'm a little surprised. I felt like there was a lot on both sides. I mean, let's be serious. I just didn't think that she was going to grant it. I thought there was enough there to put a little shade on the decision, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess I was wrong. That's all right. Taxes are due May 1st. Taxes are due on the 15th of April. Oh, I hate doing taxes. Hate doing them. Because I have to pay for all this money. This vast fortune we're making over here on We Got a Case. If you're new here, please do us a favor. Check out some of the past cases we've had. We've had some wing dingers for sure. This one definitely was not, but it had its moments. It had a lot to play with here. It seems that way, Regina. And I hope yesterday's case went the way it should have went. Oh, 18th. Good. I got 3 extra days. I'll push it all the way to the end, and then I'll ask for an extension. Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do. I didn't feel like there was enough there. People will say it's because I don't like Wormans, but I just didn't see it. Just did not see it today. But what I did see were all you amazing people. And because of that, I want to go ahead and thank each and every one of you who took time out of your day to join us. When I say us, I mean me and the hamster in my pocket. But also remember these people, like Angela, who came in and dropped some Skrilla on us, dollar bills, as well as Fred Franklin, who is a playboy from the Netherlands. He's got a channel too, called Fred Franklin. He drives fast, sport cars. Check it out. And Deborah, well, it is what it is. Deborah doesn't have a channel, I don't think. I just got one more request. I don't ask a lot of you guys, but I need you to go over to We Got a Case. There's our case exclusive channel. Go over there, you subscribe, you get nothing but cases. And once we hit 1,000, there'll be exclusive cases that you won't see on Credence and Bishop Show. You'll only see there. So think about it. Join us. If you're not part of our family yet, come on in. We've got room. No, thank you, Rose. Thank you, Kev. JG, you do not want to miss the penis in the wall at 4:05 today. 6 more subscribers to get 1,000 on Case Exclusive. No, we ain't nowhere near close to it, are we? There was only like 700 people this morning. You're crazy. Let me look at that. Now you got me wondering if I'm crazy. Which I could be. No doubt about that. If I come over here, Iowa Golfer, there's not 6 people short of 1,000. I'm going to get off the air and cry. Get off the air and cry. Let's see here. Over here on We Got a Case, all 22 of you that are watching over here, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, we only need 203 people. So close to 6, though. So close to 6. Either way, I love you guys. Just remember, anytime you're here with us, it's like a good neighbor. I'm gonna cry because it's only 797. Sons of guns. Oh, kinda. Somewhat. It'll only be me again today, so make sure you're there. Because I'm gonna need you guys as co-hosts. And I'm gonna see if you're not banned from anything. If I find somebody bans you from something, Flusha, I'm banning them. There, you happy? It's done. Gary got the caboose? Oh yeah, Gary. How can I forget Gary? Gary, forgive me. But Gary is on the caboose. Gary. I was just waiting so I could put him back up on the screen and just hit him with all the Garys.
Gary! 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 Gary!
Until next time, guys, please remember, we're not lawyers, but at least we're your friends. Never trust a lawyer.